Alicia, or Allie from What's Allie Reading, and this is my very first Booktube video. I guess you could say it's my debut video. I thought I would share a little bit about myself, but my next video I'll do more of like the Booktube newbie tag just to kind of help you get a feel for what I like and who I am. But I have been prompted to make this channel and encouraged by Rainy Day Reads and Crafts. We are friends, mainly connected through the FlossTube community for cross-stitching, and we both have a love for books. And I thought, you know, instead of like tacking it onto the end of those videos, I'll just make my own channel. So here I am, and I thought it would be appropriate to just share a little bit of my favorite genres, just to kind of like give you a little taste. So I really like a widespread range of genres. Like I'll do historical fiction, clean romance, Christian fiction, sci-fi, fantasy. I'll do a thriller here and there probably, you know, like I like some of that, but not, it will rarely come up. I like some middle grade. I like classics. Like that should be on top, one of the top ones, because one of the reasons I'm timing this video is to join in on the Victober fun, and it's not gonna be too exciting for me coming to you because I only have one book on my TBR for Victober, but it's a chunker. It's like 1,000 pages long, 900, something like that. But I'm going to buddy read Middlemarch by George Eliot with Rainy. And this was like the main reason I'm starting this channel now. I don't know much about this because I haven't read the synopsis yet, but I'll just read what's on the back of this copy. This is from like 1980, and I got it used because of the flop. Like, it just doesn't matter where you're in, it's just gonna stay open. I don't know how they do that, but this is just a Penguin paperback from back in the day. So this says it's perhaps the masterpiece of a writer who is now recognized as a major literary figure of the 19th century. Virginia Woolf hailed as one of the few English novels written for adult people. This magnificent work in which George Eliot paints a luminous and spacious landscape of life in a provincial town. That's, I mean, wow. I love descriptive words of settings and landscapes, so this should be right up my alley. With sure and subtle touch, she draws together the links of the rural network, Dorothy, a modern Saint Teresa, Dr. Lydgate, the young doctor defeated by self and circumstance, Rosamund, that masterly study in triviality and egoism, and the unprepossessing and doomed banker, Bulstrode. Indeed, in her analysis of human nature, George Eliot achieved what Dr. Levis has called a Tolstoyan depth and reality. So they said the cover is a painting called The Pathway to the Village Church by Thomas Creswick. Pretty. Doesn't say much about it, which I actually like. Like sometimes I feel like the back of a book tells you too much about what's in it. I'm probably not alone in that. So I'm excited to start this. We're actually starting it today because it's so long. We want to get a little bit of a head start. I think we figured out for being able to finish by the end of October, I think it's like 25 or 30 pages a day. So hopefully we can keep up with that, but I'm excited. That'll be my first George Eliot. If you've read this, let me know what you thought. Like, did you like it or not? Hopefully it will be good enough so I can buy the hardback. I think if you watch Rainy's video, she has the hardback that I want. It's the cloth bound from Penguin. It's pink. I love it. So pretty. The next book I'm actually currently reading, I want to finish soon-ish for a couple of reasons, but this is the 5th book in the Timeless series. This is a Christian historical fiction with a bit of sci-fi. This is called Every Hour Until Then by Gabrielle Meyer. And I'm going to try to summarize how these books work. So the main character is born in 2 different timelines. So she lives dual lives. You wake up in one timeline one day, and when you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the other timeline as if nothing has passed between the 2. So it's like parallel. And when you hit a certain age, I think it's 25, I'm not sure, you have to pick on your birthday which life you're going to pick forever. And when you go to sleep, you will just stay in the timeline you chose on your birthday. This one, the girl is Catherine, and she is in 1938 and 1888. And the thing about this one that makes me kind of feel like I need to read through it quicker, it's heavy. The main plot is about Jack the Ripper in both timelines, and I'm not too fond of that. It's a little too heavy, a little too grotesque for me, but it's intriguing and interesting to see how both of her timelines tend to lead towards this one series of murders by this crazy person. That's all I'm going to say, because that actually is no spoilers whatsoever. I'm not going to read the back because I feel like there's gonna be something in there that is too much information. So far though, I'm loving the series. Like, book 1 and 4 have been my favorites. Something about them I just loved. So the next book I want to get to is the second book in the Mistborn series. This is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I just have the mass market paperback used again. I tend to try to be quite thrifty with my books that I haven't read, and then I will spend more on books that I have that I know I love, because my bookshelves, I guess they're like trophy books. If I love the book enough that I want to own it forever, then it's definitely going to probably get a reread at some point, and I want the books to be pretty. But we haven't gotten there yet, because this is book 2 of Brandon Sanderson's series. So I want to start this. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in October. It might be a goal of finishing it in November. But again, I won't read the back simply because it's a book 2, and it's probably going to have spoilers for book 1. But it's basically a typical, I don't want to say typical fantasy, because it is good. But it follows this girl, Vin, and she's just fighting against evil. I'm just gonna say that. Yep. I'm not gonna give you much information. I could probably lead you to just read the synopsis of Mistborn and see what you think, but also a lot of people have read this already. So there's that one. This is kind of hilarious, but I'm in the middle of War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. This is the Penguin Cloth-bound. I got it on a sale with Christmas money or something, so I went ahead and got the pretty one, even though I haven't read it yet. But I'm about 550 pages in. It's like 1,500 pages long, 1,400, something like that. I'm annotating and tabbing, so it's taking longer. But also, I started this a couple years ago. I'm buddy reading it with a friend, and we both just bogged down. So who knows when I'll finish this, but it's always on my TBR until it's done, because like it's just going to be, or it's always on my currently reading, because it's just going to be finished. I just don't know when. Let me know if you've read War and Peace. This is like a chunker of all chunkers. Again, does this have a synopsis in it? I don't know. Let me look. I don't think there is. It just goes right into chronologic order, and then the book. So I'm sorry, I'm not booktubing great today. First video, just bear with me. And then I don't have much information. Let me grab my tablet, because I have a few digital books I want to read. I have the Sweater Weather series on KU, and so this is the first book called Just Don't Fall by Emma St. Clair. I don't know if that's gonna focus. So this is just a rom-com, clean rom-com, hockey, romance. Oh, this isn't Sweater Weather. Ooh, my bad. This is the Appy's Hockey Romance series. There are 7 books. If I like this first one, I'll continue the series because I think they're all on KU. What else? I'm in the middle of the 5th Harry Potter for the first time in my life. I'm reading Harry Potter. And I've taken enough of a break on it. Like, I'm almost done with it, but I've taken enough of a break that one of my friends said, do you even remember how the book started? And I said, you know what? I don't. So I think I'm going to restart this and try to get through it quicker. Because I feel like I'm doing a book a disservice if I can't even remember the beginning of it. So that's another goal. Let's see what else I have on here. I think those are all of my goals of books I want to read. I just joined NetGalley last month. That's dangerous, you guys. Like, I know I was warned, but that's dangerous. So I read oh, what's that one called? Did I write it down? Did I write it down? The Rules of Falling for You by Molly Whitmire, I think. I loved that book. There was just a piece of a trope near the end that rubs me the wrong way. Every time I read a book with that trope, it kind of throws me, and I kind of can't get past it. So aside from that, I think it would have been a 5-star, but it was 4.5 because of that. But it's so cute because it has like a Regency Jane Austen appeal to it, along with a podcast, and then there's like the romance build's so cute. So I read that one on NetGalley, loved it, and then I went ahead and read this wasn't on NetGalley, the one with the kiss cam. I don't remember the author. That's on KU. Loved that one, 4 stars. That was a fun read. It was funny. A lot of great Dr. Pepper phrases. There was a Hitch line near the end that I loved. I was like, I love that movie. So that was a fun time. And I'm reading Confronting Evil. This one is on NetGalley. Confronting Evil by Bill O'Reilly. So far I'm about 20% in. It's an audiobook. So good, you guys. He gives each chapter a focus on a notorious, I guess you could say a notorious bad guy in history. So like he went down Nero and who am I doing right now? Oh, King Henry VIII. So like he basically lays out all of these like really bad leaders in the world, and probably trying to help educate us on it so that we can see it in advance, so that we don't make that same mistake again with who we pick to follow, and that evil is always in the world, and we must always fight it with good and follow it with God's word and all of that. Anyways, it's very good. It's very solid. It reads like a history book, but better. Like, I wish all my history books were like this, because I would have just been so into them. But as a girl who likes history, maybe that all just hit me just right. So far that one's shaping up to be very good as well. And that's it. Those are all the books I'm read recently, am reading, and plan to read. And stay tuned for how I do in Victober. how I do in general reading, and maybe a newbie tag video coming soon. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining. I hope to be able to keep the content coming. I'm not very regular with my crafting channel, so it probably is going to be the same way with the book one, but I mean, it's easier to do these than the cross-stitching ones, so I don't know. Let me know if I can do things better. Let me know if anything bothered you. I can see if I can change stuff. I can see if it's something I can't change, like if it's me, I can't fix that. Anyways, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your September. Bye.